Hey everyone, my name is Angelina and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So Halloween is a week away and I am freaking out. I have no plans and no costume. Yeah, I could do one of the costumes from my Broadway characters videos that I just did. Shameless self-plug, go watch the last two videos, please. But I don't know, I know I'm gonna change my mind at least a million times before I finally decide on a costume, so. However, I do know one thing. I want to do something with cute makeup. So I was looking around and I realized that there are some musical characters that have makeup that is perfect for Halloween. And now I'm here, ready to show you those looks. So if you want to see these makeup looks, keep on watching. Okay, so the first look is going to be Barbara from Beetlejuice. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, she does not have crazy, cute Halloween makeup. However, I do think a lot of people are going to either dress up as Lydia or Beetlejuice for Halloween. So if you have some friends that are going to go as a big group for Beetlejuice, you could be Barbara. Okay, so before I started filming, I already did my eyebrows and my face makeup. And that's really weird to me because I usually do my eye makeup first before foundation and all that stuff, so this is really weird to me. And I already did a base on my eye, so we're just gonna start. So I'm first gonna go in with this brown color, it's a light brown, and I'm just gonna use it as a transition. Alright, so what I'm gonna do next is this lighter of the dark shades. I don't even know if you can see this. I'm gonna go in with that lighter one. I'm just gonna pack it on the brush. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm mostly gonna work it in the crease just to kind of darken up the look a little bit, but you don't want to do it too much. And I'm gonna go in with that first brush before, take the same color, and that'll just really blend it. This looks bad in this lighting, but it looks fine there. I think that looks good enough for now. So next I'm gonna go in with this whitish shade at the top right here. I'm just gonna pack it on. Okay, I have a theory. All eyeshadow looks bad. First of all, this really only applies to me. However, I think all eyeshadow looks bad and looks the same until you put on a lash. You put on a lash, the whole look is saved, and it doesn't matter how horrible your eyeshadow is. So, if you mess up this look, so now I'm gonna try something. I have this Katy Perry CoverGirl Katy Cat Pearl shadow and highlighter. And it's like that, but I know for a fact that it is dried out. So I'm just gonna spray this. I'm scared. I think this is gonna ruin the look. If this ruins the look, I'm gonna scream. I think it's subtle. It's gonna look flaky and crusty though for a second, but that's fine. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this pink right here. And I'm gonna actually just kind of set it a little bit. I'm gonna go in with that same color on the brush. And really what I'm doing is I'm just working it into the crease so it all kind of blends as one. And one last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this dark brown, just the tiniest bit, and really put that in the crease. And then from there, blend it. So now we're gonna add highlight. Well, I'm gonna go with this highlight. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my finger. Okay, so I just put it underneath my brows. Where's my, I take my fan brush and buff it a little bit. So since I'm not adding any under eye stuff, I'm gonna just go straight into my lashes. Now for Barbara, you probably could do a lash, but I don't want to. Okay, so the other thing I don't think I explained is that I'm kind of doing these looks. The way I'm filming these looks is in order of progression from most plain to craziest. So my goal is that I can just not take any of this off and just keep adding on till we get to the end makeup look. So next I'm gonna do some blush and then more highlight, and then I think this look will be done, finally. So I'm going in and I'm gonna use this light pink color. So I'm gonna go in with this little brush, and I'm gonna go into this little palette, There's like this whitish, pinkish blush color, and that one is gonna go into the inner corner. So I'm gonna go back in with that highlight color. Then I'm gonna go back in with that same brush that I used for my inner corner with that lighter color, but I'm gonna dip it into this brush. Dip it into this brush. Am I stupid? Dip it into this same highlight color, and then just do my nose highlight. So I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna go over it, blend it with my other color. It's not too bad. Okay, so the last thing for this look is the lips, and then we're done. So what I'm doing first is I'm just putting on chapstick. Then I'm gonna get a lip pencil, outline my lips, and then fill them in with the same pencil color. So I'm gonna go in with like this pinky color. Okay, so I think this is it. It's not the most exciting look, but it's a look nonetheless. And if you want to see how I did the costume to this video, go watch my Broadway character Halloween costume video. Okay, so since Carrie is our next makeup look, basically we're gonna recreate her prom look after she has all of the pig's blood poured on her. But what we're gonna do is take a bunch of lipsticks and we're basically just gonna make it look like there's blood coming down her face. I wiped off some of the lipstick because I think it was a little too dark for Carrie. Okay, so we got the same makeup look that we did for Barbara, same one for Carrie. Now, let's add all the red. I'm gonna focus a majority of it up at the top of the forehead and then have it like trickle down. There's no going back right now. Oh, yeah, that's in my hair now. Okay. I'm gonna take this new foundation brush that I have, and I think this will help to like smear it a little bit. Ooh, interesting. I am blending it a little too much, but we're gonna fix it. Oh. Ooh, this is like interesting. I think that's as good as this is getting. If you wanted to, like if you really, really wanted to, you could set it with a red eyeshadow. But I have places to be. If you really wanted to get crazy with it, you could probably like put it in like the part of your hair. Ooh, getting that out though, disgusting. Blend it up into that a little more. And that's Carrie. I like this. This is nice. Just remember, if you do this look, lipstick stains. Okay, so basically, we're gonna start on Morticia, and I'm really excited. Basically, for this dark eyes, red lip, simple. So first thing we're gonna do is go back into this dark shade. Now what I'm doing with it is I am just like throwing it in the crease. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just straight up black on the eye all over, but I think this will give it a nicer look. I'm going with this purple shade on my finger. It's like a nice little maroon. I'm gonna put it almost over where we did that pink on the last two looks, just to kind of give it some sort of color. So, and it doesn't matter if it looks good or not, or if it's blended out, you're gonna be putting black on this anyway. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna go into this black. I don't know how to explain what I'm about to do, but just watch, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do a shape first on it, sort of a cat eye. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, so basically you're drawing the line and you're connecting it in over, if that makes any sort of sense. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go off camera real quick and try and figure out this black situation. But basically what I'm gonna do is just fill it in till it's dark and smoky. Okay, So this is what I did. I added that same burgundy-ish maroon color underneath right here, and then just kind of filled it in with the black, and then just kind of... So now what I'm going to do is my eyeliner, and basically for this, it's just a big, thick cat eyeliner. Nothing too crazy. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to go do my face makeup, and when I come back, we're going to do the finishing touches of this look. Okay, so now I have my face makeup on, and I also went ahead and put on my lashes. I definitely stand behind what I said earlier when I mentioned that lashes make any look better. So I haven't done my contour yet. So here's what we're gonna do for that. I'm gonna first go in with my regular contour shade. So now we're gonna go in with that contour brush, go into these two shades, and what this is gonna do is really draw attention to your cheeks. It's gonna make them look really sunken in, give it a dead look, and then just kind of lightly go over every other place that you do your contour. Okay, so now that we're done with that contouring, we're gonna go in with our black eyeliner pencil, and basically you're gonna draw a slight widow's peak. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is add some lipstick. Let's go in with this color now. And now I'm just going over it with this red Clinique color called Icon Pop. Alright, and that is the finished Morticia look. Okay, so like my first two looks, I can basically transition from this makeup into my next two looks. So as you can see, I'm taking off the top half of my lipstick. Okay, so for this look, you can do any sort of eye makeup, but as long as you have cat eye like this sort of deal, anything will work. So I'm gonna go back in with this liquid liner. What you're gonna do is very carefully, from the top part of your lid, you're just gonna bring the line down into your inner corner. I'm switching eyeliners, this is not working. Okay. I think we've got to something we can work with now. So basically what that's doing is just making it look more cat-like. Now for the nose, you're basically just gonna like pretend like you're drawing a line across your nose and then just filling in the rest of it. Okay, so now that you have it set, what you're gonna do is from like where your nose, like that middle part of your nose, you're gonna bring that down to your lips. Okay, so once you get it how you want it, you'll have this. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna line your lips. Actually, real quick, you're gonna set this with that black eyeshadow. Alright, and from here, you're just gonna fill in your upper lip. Okay, so after you have that done, the only thing left to add is whiskers. So depending on what type of cat you want to be, you may or may not want to skip out on the step, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to do it. So, a couple dots. Okay, and then the only other thing left to add is whiskers. Basically, 3 lines on each side, and you should be fine. So this is basically it for the cat. Obviously, you would add some cat whiskers or whatever. It's basic enough, but you can add your own little touches and do whatever. And if you still want to dress up like a musical character, just say you're any character from Cats. Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. We're just going to take off all of our hard work and everything we just did. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the nose first. This could be a bad idea, this could be a great idea, I don't know. Basically for the nose, you're just gonna do 2 triangles. Okay, and also for this, you're gonna do the same thing that we did with the cat and just set it with a black eyeshadow. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is do the under eye. So you're basically gonna do like a big U shape going from your inner corner. We're totally just gonna fill this in with black shadow. You can also do this with black face paint, but you know. Okay, so once you have it filled in like this, then you're basically just gonna black out your eyes. Alright, so once you've done that part, then you can move on to your cheeks. So by doing this on top of the browns that we layered up from the lightest to darkest, it's gonna create a really, really, really nice deep depth. I'm gonna keep making the top part of that dark. You can even go in with this thin brush. Do that. Get really precise. And then we're also gonna add this into the temples as well. You can even do this on your jawline also. And now that we have that, all that's left to do is the lips. So what I'm doing first is just putting on this plain lip color. And really the only thing we're gonna do from here is draw a line from the corner of your mouth into your contour. Okay. And then from there, what we're gonna do is add 4 lines, or however many you can fit in between. And then what I'm doing is just doing like a line where my lips meet. And then I'm gonna add more lines on top of my lips. And that is it for this look. It's really, really cool. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Okay, so Ursula. For Ursula, I'm basically just gonna start with a base eyeshadow. I already have my eyebrows on, but I don't have foundation on right now, so we'll do that after we do the eyes because I'm looking at this picture right now and I think there might be a lot of fallout. Okay, so I'm looking at this picture and it looks like it's like a teal sort of color, and I don't have an exact teal, so I'm gonna probably have to like mix a few things to get there, but I am gonna start off with this blue. Alright, so this is what we have right now, and now we need to darken this blue up a little bit, but also add some green in it. So let's see. Okay, never mind. I found this little CoverGirl eyeshadow right here. I think this is gonna be a perfect color. Please work. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, that darkens it and gives it enough green, I think. Alright, so now that my eyes look like this and my finger is staying blue, we are ready to move on to the next step. So next I'm going to take this shade of purple right here and I'm going to put it on the outer edges of the blue and start to blend it in, and then I'm going to layer a darker purple on top of it. If it feels like you're putting eyeshadow in really weird places, you are. Because I'm almost putting this like on the bridge of my nose, but this is part of the look. Alright, so now on top I'm going to try this really dark purple and see what that does, and hopefully I don't mess this up. This is definitely darkening up the look. Oh, yep, and we are on the bridge of my nose now. Wonderful. Alright, so for the last of my purples, I'm going to go in with this color right here over top of it, and hopefully it gives me the color I want. Now I've gone too far. I've really done it this time. I'm actually gonna go in with that color right above it to see if that helps make it more purpley. So I'm gonna go figure that out and then I'll be right back. Alright, this is what I got. It looks very Sully from Monsters Inc. right now. Next is the black. So first what I'm gonna do is actually just fix this blue real quick with that color and that color and see if that helps it a little bit. Oh, and that one's a lot sparklier too, so it's gonna add a nice little shine. Add it more at the top. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with that first dark purple that we tried to use the first time, and I'm gonna mix it in with the black over here in the corner and kind of outline the blue and then blend it out into the purple. Okay, so the black didn't work. It's time for plan B. So what I'm gonna do is redo the blue. So what I'm doing now is I'm just darkening the outline of blue with my eyeliner pencil. Okay, so now that I have the eyes outlined, I'm gonna try and blend out the harsh line with a black eyeshadow, and hopefully I don't mess anything up this time. Alright, so that's as good as I could get that. Now let's move on to the face, and then we can go in and add our eyeliner details and our face contouring stuff, and yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the eyeliner stuff. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same liquid liner and line my eyes with it. Alright, so I just finished lining my eyes, and I ended up taking my pencil liner that I used before for the fake eyelids and did like the inner half of my eyeliner. Alright, so now we're gonna do the lower liner, which is basically just a line under the eye. Alright, that's as good as that's gonna get. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a very small brush, and what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna go into that first original blue that we did, and what you want to do is just kind of do like a lower lash line. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the slightest amount of black on the same brush and just kind of like smoke it out a little bit. Alright. Okay, so from here, what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna add white everywhere in between this black line and our actual eye. Oh, I like that. Alright, that's interesting, but I'm not mad about it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this little blending brush, go into the purple, just to pack it on, and I'm gonna first draw a line with it. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the darker purple, very carefully, and this time I'm gonna find the middle of the contour so I can kind of make it like a nice gradient, so it goes from dark to light. And whatever's left over, I'm just gonna put it on my nose and in the front of it. Okay, so now that we have the cheeks, now we're gonna go and repeat the same process on the temples. Now I'm doing the same thing just on the jawline. So now that we have the purple, we're gonna go back in and add the green. So for that, I'm gonna do this color, and I'm just gonna use the same brush because it really doesn't matter. And for this, I'm just gonna do it ever so slightly on top. And I'm gonna connect it to the temple this way. And then from here, I'm gonna go in with this like more mint color, just to kind of make it more oceany and less like regular green, if that makes sense. Like it's more of a sea green. And then with this same color, I'm gonna try and get it in between, right above that eyeshadow and underneath my brow. And the last little bit of eyeshadow I'm gonna add is this purple, and I'm gonna use it just as a highlight on top of that green on the nose, and just really right there. Alright, so with that, you're basically done with everything on your face except for your lips. You know what, we're gonna take this off. I'm gonna ditch the liner, and I'm just gonna do a regular lip. So I'm gonna go put on lashes real quick, and I will come back to show you guys the finished look. Alright, and this is the finished look. So for the lashes, I didn't want to do anything too dramatic because I still wanted everyone to be able to see the eyeshadow that we did since we spent so much time on it. But I'm actually not mad about how it turned out. I think once the lash is on, it looks really, really good. Alright, and that is where I get to end today's video, so if you guys liked any of these looks, let me know. And if you guys try out these looks, make sure to tag me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever. All my information will be linked down below. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below which look you like the best. And tell me which look you hated, because honestly, I won't be offended. Yeah, I hope you guys had a really good time watching this video, and you got some really cool Halloween makeup ideas. Also, if you want to see some Broadway character Halloween costumes, go watch my last 2 videos. And don't forget to subscribe, I put out new videos every Friday, so that's it. That's the best feeling in the world.